Yeah, so I got another other thing to talk about dealing with the birds. Okay, but I just hope that y'all took what I said seriously about what the whole juice versus the virtue versus the whole chip combined with the symbolism of the mark, like I told you. My situation is gonna be like the movie with the daughter and the parents. When they was trying to have your back, but then they said, "Hey, I gotta look out for me." I kind of come to grips with that. As I said, I'm not gonna be full on mad at relatives, because spiritually, Father already told me that they said the enemies, they always be having like mad mouth from afar, or when they get up close, they still don't directly like say it to you, like, "Hey, you should shut up." You know what I mean? It's just always weird that they just cute. But yeah, like I was saying, I accepted that's my situation. Father already said that enemies is gonna be in your household. He already said that people are gonna send you to kings and they're gonna send you to the synagogue. Some of you are gonna be imprisoned. I fell in the line as one of the ones that thought they was gonna get their head cut off. I really don't know how I'm gonna perish from this world. My ex that was stabbed, I'm pretty sure he didn't think that was gonna happen to him. He probably thought a different way he was gonna die, but that's how he died. So I don't know if I'm gonna cruelly, harshly die, or if I'm gonna die pleasantly. That I just said I have to leave that in his hands. Like, it's gonna be our flesh. It is what it is. Nobody wants to die cruelly and harshly. Nobody. Now I don't even think the evil ones, the ones that be doing the cruelly, I don't. Other than the sick ones that's into pain, and they think that death is life and think that death is living. They probably like, yeah, this is honorable, whatever. They sickos by themselves. Let them have that. Let them keep it. But overall, people that's even evil and do wicked stuff, they don't want to really go harshly. Think about the movie I was talking you about, the Deep Rising. When the guy, he had, it was one bullet in a gun, and it was a guy chasing the other guy, and there's a monster trying to get them both. So the monster, you could count that as say, I'm tired of saying his name, but the great serpent that is in the Bible. That's the monster saying that movie. And then the enemy, our enemy, is the one that don't have the gun, and we the one that have the gun with the one bullet. So we running from them, and we just trying to get away. Like, we like, look, we want us both to survive, but they so eager to get us when they don't realize there's a monster trying to get us both. Like, you so damn thirsty to get me that you understand that you're gonna get got too in the end of the day. Like, I don't get why you so eager to do this, but fine, that's your prerogative. But in the movie, this is how it shows you evil be full of themselves. But we tried to show mercy. In the movie, he gave him the bullet. I mean, gave him the gun. The monsters, for some reason, caught the evil one. And the guy that had the gun threw it at him like, yo, you got to shoot yourself because the monster kind of was like a snake. Like, you know how when snakes devour you and they slowly devour you slowly, and then you know that you're going to be burning from acid inside of them and they're going to slowly melt you away. That's a horrible death. So the guy, like, okay, though you trying to kill me, you got it worse. You got it worse right now. So here's the gun. Why the evil one shot the one bullet at him? So you wasted your mercy. You wasted your mercy, buddy. And then thought you was gonna get some more. He tried to shoot. Once he see the monster, the pain caught on him. He out of his evilness. They target you and they so destined and obsessed with you that they're like, you just got to be destroyed. It don't matter if I get destroyed. You just got to be destroyed. They so eager, like these people, to destroy us. So you just got to be destroyed for whatever reason, because I don't like you, or the lies they told you, or because we speak too much truth, or we think we all that. Whatever their case is, we got to be destroyed. That's the same thing in a movie. And then they thought they were going to have more mercy. And then he tried to shoot himself and he realized, oh, one bullet. Didn't I mean, come on, guys, sir. And then now you're going to slowly be devoured by the monster. There you go. So in that sense, that's their situation. That's why I really be like, why do I be getting so frustrated? It's just because you just be like, but wow, like, you guys really are like this, even whether it's family, strangers or not. And I do be wondering, like, do they have the energy to make us speak on stuff? Probably so, because they are targeting us and doing all kind of experiment on our minds in different ways and stuff. When we react a certain way that we're not supposed to, it's okay. But guys, hey, you got to speak what you got to speak. It was times I was like, okay, because I caused so much contention, I feel in my neighborhood, on just making it obvious, I'll fall back because I did a lot of like I don't know if the Lord do use me, maybe he will he see that the same stubbornness I told you that I have now, whether it be against him, he might use that for them, and that's gonna piss them off, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, we going to slowly torture her." I don't know what they into, but I just had to come to grips that if I am suffering from the spirit of fear, hopefully Father is gonna help that. Once you really don't fear death, and then okay, say you don't fear death, then you really don't want to go out being tortured. So once you don't fear being the spirit of torture or torment, then I think that's when you'll really come to grips. Like, we can keep saying this and boldly be like, oh, I'm good. But, when we see that thing that's going to cut our head off, a lot of people, oh, let me get what I don't think that's going to be me. So I'm like, that was her in the movie. But in the movie, there was a friend that also didn't get it. And they both was basically Christian, but they both was lukewarm in different forms. Like, they just like they was invested, but not really. But the one that the other one, the one that's not, don't worry about the parents, she was more invested than the one that had the parents, but she still caught on. So you can already tell the one that had the parents, see that she was more on of, I'm just a truth seeker. Like, I just realized, because she was like, you got the sign of Satan on your forehead. And they like, what are you talking about? Because the parents chose to get it on the forehead while some other chose to get it on the right arm. But they got the forehead. So I was like, you really bend over. Like, wow. You like that looked really stupid. I even understand you choose the arm because you can try to cover it, whatever. It's your forehead. Like, it's so there. But that's what they chose, whatever. They try to look out for her, but they look out for themselves. It's and it wasn't even, I don't think, a mind control thing with that in the movie. It was just they have your throat. They like, if you don't tell us, I don't care that you got the mark. You don't tell us where she at, the one that didn't, then we're gonna get you. So they like, oh snap. And that's just how the situation is gonna be for a lot of us, whether you believe or not. It's just, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be like that, guys. So I just need you to accept that. So just accept that people are gonna be mad. I try to cut it off, and I was like, okay, I ain't trying to always get them, but it's like, if you always making me uncomfortable, why? It's not even about a tit for tat. It's not even about an eye for eye. It's just like, sometimes you get tired, like, but you're too thirsty. That why should I care about letting y'all slowly kill me? Like you bugging. So that's just where I'm at when I be like, okay, I wish to not speak on things in certain areas, but like, I agree with the guy with the birds that they got. Some of them I do feel like it's real, but my situation where I was telling you with the bird, I don't know if the spirit of death is lingering around me. I'm not sure, but I look out my window, me and my cat just look whatever, and I look out my window, the crow is right there on my fire escape. And then I be hearing a bird over here all the time, which I think is the same bird that they've been using for centuries to try to annoy me. I don't know if it's the blue one, it could be a crow because they be sounding similar, or it's the blue jay, or I don't even know how mocking what they look like. But it was a full crow that I looked out my window, and I was like, bro, what you doing here? Like, it's a little bit of nuts, but this is your lane. Like, what you doing? And he ain't even eat none of the nuts. He just there, just chilling. So you came to come by my fire escape, and you just chilling there. You ain't eat none of the nuts, and then you fly away. And then I'm always hearing the bird. I think y'all saw in my earlier videos, the bird was acting strange, like flying back and forth, like it's being my, the same little airplanes or little cars that people used to have with the monitor. It's literally like that, but y'all just got an upgraded version. Like, and they can't handle the hands of the bird. Is like, which building you want me to go on? Like, come on, figure. That's the vibes that was given off in the video. Like, y'all really are doofuses. And yeah, when you go through the park, it could be spiritually or electronically. I do agree when they said they could be in the trees. I truly believe that. They can probably be using squirrels. You don't be creeped out, like, see it from the electronic thing. Y'all don't be creeped out, like, sometimes you go and animals really are like just all in your space. Some people be like, oh, they align with you spiritually, like, chill. It could be electronic, like something demonic is going on, yeah. Like, they could be witches, they could that have monitoring spirits in them, or they could be using, or it could be, yeah, a machine, like, just on some Inspector Gadget spy type stuff, but they just got a squirrel. Like it just, if for some reason it lifts his body and want to look at you. Like I'm not that interested in squirrel. You see people all the time. Like chill out. Like so I peeped that too about these animals. Some of them look normal and they just be going about their business, but sometimes they gave off vibes that I just like something they being monitored by something or controlled in a sense. Like this is strange. Spiritually, they say be alert when you seeing crows and stuff like that. People see them more on the darker side versus you seeing like a hummingbird or a dove. Like when you see that, you're like, oh, life is just presenting happiness to me. But when you see a crow and sometimes even owls, I don't know, everybody's different. You're like, whoa, what's going on? Like what's in the dark? The dark side is now trying to step in. So I don't know. Father could be telling me pray against that spirit of death because death has been around me, so I'm not gonna front. And I don't know. They used to say the whole something tell me not to say that in a sense. I don't know if that's spiritual. I don't know if that's something being a doofus. I'm gonna just say we all know the saying that it has a completion to it. That you when it's with death, it's like it has a team. It's a team. It's not just a one time thing. If you get my drift. So that sense. So that's why people be like, be careful when you seeing crows or you seeing certain things because sometimes people feel like spiritually that could be somebody investing in black magic towards you, or that could be like death is just around you, or something just died. People be going like, oh, let me like look into life. Like maybe my career is dying and I'm supposed to just go a different route in life, or maybe this relationship is gonna die and I'm gonna be presented with new love. Everybody have their own. Well, I did that voice mocking. I messed up. Everybody have their own versions, but it all be still in a sense of similar, like what they fall in. I'm past those days of like going too spiritually with that. I'll say it falls in the sense of I accept that could be all, but it's just a matter of spiritually. I would just accept Father could be saying just pray against it or just pray for protection if I even get the strength. But I guess that's it. So I speak on more.